How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today I'm going to be doing my review for the 7th episode of Ducktales Reboot Season 1 on Disney XD. Wow, this has got to be like my favorite episode. I mean, out of all of them. I mean, honestly, this one was so good. I loved this episode a lot. Last episode was good, but as I've said multiple times, my main issue is it's so weird because while in this episode they had some of my favorite characters, Scrooge McDuck, Donald Duck, which is my favorite character out of all time in DuckTales, which is kind of a cliched thing to say because, oh, Donald Duck, of course he'd be your favorite. I do like the other characters. I love Webby. I love Scrooge McDuck. I love Launchpad. But, I love Donald Duck, okay? And he's like, people, always prefer him with Mickey Mouse and friends and with Goofy and everyone else there. But, I mean, he's a duck, and, like, he should be in DuckTales at the same time. While he, is a friend of Mickey and friends, he's still a duck. So I don't know, man. I think he should be in DuckTales, and he just hasn't been in it that much. And he wasn't in it that much in the original Donald. He was not really in it that much, but he was in this episode, and I was so happy. And Scrooge was in it, too. Oh, my God. I was like, yes, Scrooge and Donald are in this episode. This episode's already good. Yeah, it was awesome. And I do like some of the other characters. Launchpad was in it, but he wasn't in it, like, too much. Pleakley's cool, but she's not, like, the most amazing character. Lena, I do like Lena, and I want to see Magica the Spell. Actually, I want to see her, like, not just, like, the shadow figure. But it looks like we're going to put that storyline on hold for this episode, and then we just went into stuff. But I gotta be honest, I'd rather see Donald than, Lena or Magica to spell because I just love Donald, okay? I'm sorry. He's so awesome. Sorry, but that's just what I think. No, but, so what happens in this episode? Basically, they all are going to this, it's the House of the Lucky Gander, and a gander is a male goose, right? Yeah. So House of the Lucky Gander. I think that was the episode title, too. I don't know if actually that was the title of the restaurant, or it's about something about luck, the house of something lucky. And we have Donald's brother, Gladstone, Uncle Gladstone. He's there, and they all got called in to go talk to him, and everyone likes him, but Donald doesn't like him because he has good luck, and blah, 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 and, Donald has bad luck. And, yeah, so Donald's just mad with Gladstone. So then they go into this house, and it's like a Chinese theme, Oriental theme, with a bunch of like cards, and it's like really cool. And then everyone meets Gladstone, and one person who actually has a big role in this episode is Louie. Really interested with Uncle Gladstone and telling Donald that he can have luck. He says that more towards the end, that man, you can have luck, like you can use this to your advantage, so to speak. But yeah, so then Uncle Gladstone, they all find out that Uncle Gladstone's actually a prisoner there, with this weird frog dude that keeps luring them to stay in because he's basically feeding off their luck. It was really trippy. Like, it was really trippy. Like, I didn't know how I felt about it at first. I was like, this is kind of trippy, dude. And then I was like, no, this is actually kind of cool. I didn't know how I felt about it at first, but, like, apparently he's a spirit, and he's feeding off your luck, and Gladstone's really lucky, obviously, so he's feeding off of his luck. And, yeah, so they are all like, whoa, what's this about? I mean, this is kind of weird. What the heck? And then the whole, like, house just is, like, cards, and the cards stopped coming out, and I think Dewey was the one with the tiger. Dewey got a tiger, but it was just a tiger on a card, and like that's why the Toad dude kept like playing with cards and stuff. and it was just really kind of trippy and creepy, I want to say, but it was really cool because then Donald and Gladstone, they all basically have a challenge of whoever can complete this race or whatever. Yeah, it was a race, I guess you could say. Is the new prisoner of the house of this. The house, I forgot what the house was called. It's the house of the Lucky Gander or something. So yeah, everyone's like, you know what, I'm up for the challenge, let's do this. Donald and Gladstone do it, and they all race one another, and he's like, oh, dang, Donald gets like a hard course, obstacle course, so to speak, and then Gladstone doesn't, and Gladstone is just like, strolling around. It's kind of like the tortoise and the hare, because then he stops to pick up the $20 at the end, because like that was the ongoing joke throughout the episode. Hey, $20, and then he was like, oh, nope, dang it, I got tricked, and Donald won the race, and then they were gonna keep Gladstone, but Donald's like, no, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. And then Scrooge is like, no, you have to do this. You have to stay here. And Scrooge has a plan in his head what he's doing. And then Donald's like, okay, fine. And then, they go out of the house. And he's like, wait for it. 3, 2, 1. And then Donald gets kicked out. And he's like, oh, the Toad dude's like, oh, his luck is so awful. So awful. And then, like, the house, like, disappears. And it's pretty weird. But, yeah. So, that was pretty much the episode. Really great episode. I'm going to say it right here. My favorite episode of the series so far. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode down below in the comments. I got to give this 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10! First time I think I've ever done this on my channel. 10 out of 10 episode. I love this episode so freaking much. Wow. It was awesome. Okay, anyway. See you in the next one, guys. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Peace. Boop.